All right, good morning and welcome back to another movie reaction. I have done a few movie reactions that you haven't seen because I'm having trouble with audio syncing. It's just so far off. It starts out good, but then it just goes like 10 miles off. And by the time we're halfway through the movie, the difference between the audio and the voice is just 10 miles apart, and hopefully that's not going to happen with this one. I think I'm just going to upload this one no matter what it does. And it's just really frustrating when you spend all this time, watching the movie and editing it, and it's not worth putting up. But anyway, so we are watching Invasion of the Saucermen. I believe this is 1957. If not, I'll stick it somewhere right up here. And don't know anything about this movie. The title sounds very good. Hopefully it's not going to be too stupid by any means. And we'll go ahead and get started here. So we'll stop blah blah blahing. Put my hearing devices in. And let's see what Invasion of the Saucermen is going to be all about. American International. A true story of flying saucers. Invasion of the Saucermen. Right. Frank Gorshin, I do know who he is. He played the original Riddler in the TV show Batman. Which aired when I was 5 or 6. Good hot coffee. Well, these opening credits are a little funky, aren't they?
Spooky, huh? I learned a long time ago you gotta start off your pitch with a bang. But I'm an honest guy, see, and, well, I gotta play it square with you. Actually, a plain old farmer lives in his house. A nice, easy-going sort of guy.
Now get the law after him.
I'm starting to question whether this is
Like I was saying, he lives on the outskirts of this little
serious
town,
flying saucer
Hicksburg
movie,
by
or
name.
if it's
No, I'm not kidding. That's
some
the
kind of
name,
comedy.
Hicksburg.
Chance you
South
take, I
London.
guess.
It's a quiet place. Oh,
I've definitely never
much for
seen
young
this.
people to do. Well, hardly anything. A regular gourmet's joint. Him and me are what you might call investment specialists. We were discussing the latest market reports and looking forward to a quiet game of chess before retirement. Oh, that's my partner.
That's Frank Gorshin there.
I'm the handsome guy on the left.
Well, we're stuck with reacting to this.
Will there be anything else?
Right now, I couldn't afford what I'm thinking.
Seems kind of
I'm
lame,
sure of
doesn't it?
that.
Oh, wait, baby. Wait. What if you tell me how to... Oh, I can't even read my own writing here. What if you tell me how to get to first base with you tonight?
Fresh guy.
Oh, at least I tried. Trying is all we ever do, ever since we hit this town. We never should have come here in the first place.
Well, I guess a guy's got to be a native in this burg before Dane will give him a break.
Oh, don't give me that. Let's go home. I'm bushed.
Oh, no, wait a minute, man. This is country. Like, things move slow here. I tell you, I got a tip that this town's a cinch for a quick buck.
Skip it, will you? I'm going to bed, and we're pulling out of here in the morning.
Well, I'm loaded for action tonight. I'm taking a ride to see what I can pick up.
Fat chance. And remember, that car's half mine.
Well, your half's the front seat. I won't be using your half much tonight.
Big lover. All mouth, no action.
Hey, you want to lift back to the boarding house?
Nah. No, I'm gonna walk off
Oh.
my great expectations. I wouldn't
We're
wanna
about
hold
to
back
see a
the
case
wheels
of
of
drunk
progress.
driving.
Or is it the progress of a big wheel?
Of course, back then in the 50s, there's no problem with that. That's what they still say today. All right, let's see some flying saucer activity. It looks like we got some sort of craft up there. It is a flying saucer type thing. It sure is a corny looking one. I don't think I've ever heard of a comedy flying saucer movie from the 50s. Comment down below if you know of any such thing.
Heck was that?
Low lightning. What else?
There's no clouds out there.
Well, how's the recruiting coming along, Lieutenant?
Not bad.
How about them young'uns? I wonder what they're watching out there.
I tell you, I saw a flying saucer.
What are you fellas yapping about out here?
Duke just said he saw a flying saucer.
Only
The
one?
kid on the very
Nobody's gonna like
left.
to brag these days unless they see at least 6.
I've seen him in a Perry Mason and a few
This one was
other
blue.
things like a bonanza
Oh,
a
Lieutenant.
bonanza
The
episode.
boys are kidding about seeing a flying saucer.
Oh?
Yeah, Duke
And
said they
that
saw one
guy,
over
the
there.
policeman, also is somebody I've seen as a character.
You better watch
actor.
out. He might be giving some of you orders.
What's his
next month.
name?
Yeah, you're right. I'm hooked. Dragging me in. Fate first.
Thought she had her date with Joan tonight.
She's meeting me here at 9:30. She's probably fussing with a new dress.
Who are you kidding? We all know she's waiting for her old man to get out of the house.
What kind of a dress takes that long to get into?
You have to admit, she's got a lot of the right things to put in the right places.
Yeah, and they're all mine. Here she comes. See you later.
Yeah, this is a low-budget movie, to say the least.
Hiya, Princess.
Hi, Johnny.
Most of the gang's at Lover's Point.
Yeah, what a lousy way to spend a Saturday night.
Look,
Wowee.
you like it?
Great.
I'm going home. Come on. Goodbye, Jack.
That old guy looks familiar, too.
Another load of those concerned kids on my property.
Looks crowded.
Yeah, his voice sounds familiar. He's an old-time character actor.
Hope we don't hit Larkin's bull on the way up.
Looks like our audio sync is pretty right on. They're out at the Inspiration Point area type thing. Oh, here we go back to Frank. Did he see the saucer man? I hope they're not actually cows.
Take it easy, Bobby boy.
Go, man, go. That's old Walt, Larkin's bull. He's always hanging around for a handout, see?
Get that beast away from here.
That bull drank so much beer one night that he got the blind staggers. See, now you needn't be afraid of him.
I'm not anymore.
Good.
Oh, this is a real sleeper. Sit here and fall asleep.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Well, done what?
Thrown out the beer can.
Well, why not?
Well, you know the trouble we've been having with Mr. Larkin without messing up his farm with beer cans.
Let Larkin blow his top. This place was as love as lane long before it was Larkin's cow pasture.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
I got a
this
cure for that.
movie would put anybody to sleep, I
Oh,
think.
dear.
Wait just a minute, not so fast. I'm out of breath.
Proves you love me.
I'm eloping with you tonight, isn't that proof enough?
And then some. Seeing how your father hates me.
Oh, it isn't that bad.
Artie, at last we made it. We hit the jackpot, Artie. Turn off that light, you bum. Artie, come on. Artie, we're millionaires. Yeah, go to bed, huh?
Oh, now the
This is big. Yeah.
audio is starting to mess up a little bit, it looks
God,
like.
I'm not trying to give you a pitch, but this...
It's not too bad.
We're going to put on an exhibition of the first and only truly authentic flying saucer.
And I apologize for that.
You woke me up to tell me that, huh?
Yeah, I told you it was big, didn't I? Well, I seen one. I seen one just like all these crazy people have been talking about. I seen one. And it's big and round and it glows and it gives off a funny noise like... like that.
Like that, huh?
Yeah, that's it. And it landed over there by the Larkin Farm property. It's great, isn't it? Okay. But when I'm rolling that door, don't say I didn't invite you in. Okay? You invite it out. I'll handle it myself. Well, go ahead. All right, go back to sleep. Sleep your life away.
Yeah, definitely not enough flying saucer stuff here.
Why these saucers always have to wait till nighttime to put in an appearance? Where do you think it is?
Well, from what these kids said, it must be somewhere northeast of town.
That checks with the last radar report from our radio station.
Well, hadn't we better get right out there? General was pretty sore at us for letting the last one get away. Well, Army intelligence really scooped us that time.
Scoop, did you say?
Just a figure of speech, sir.
Well, then it better be, Lieutenant. I'm going to caution you about one thing.
Yes, sir.
I know that in civilian life you were a publicity man.
What are you getting at, sir?
Just this. Our job
I don't know
is to prevent a
what
possible
makes the
nationwide
audio
panic
go more and more out of
the
sync
information
as the
from
movie
public.
goes on.
I think our public information officers about the last thing we need
But
right
that
now.
appears to be what's
I
happening
didn't
to this
request
one
this
too.
assignment, sir.
I know that.
Yes, sir.
But get this straight, Wilkins.
Yes, sir.
You let one word of this leak out to your old cronies, I'll have you court-martialed and shot. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed, sir.
Good. Now go down the hall and wake up Sergeants Erskine and Carter. Tell them to load their weapons.
Yes, sir.
Of course, reminds me of some of those old Godzilla movies, which I have seen all of them,
Wasting time.
or at least I believe it's all of them.
Hey, cut those lights.
You're crabbing our style.
Hey, you want Larkin should catch us?
Joan should worry. Her old man's city attorney.
Hey, come on, turn them off.
Oh, I'd hate to get caught at a time like this.
Yeah, I can see your old man helping me. Tonight of all nights.
Be careful, Johnny. I'd hate to hit Larkin's old bull.
Don't worry. I can drive this road blindfolded.
You've had enough practice.
A lot, honey. But never enough.
Johnny, slow up. I can't see a thing.
We finally gonna see some outer space activity here. Oh!
Easy, Jojo. Get us all killed.
The darn fool didn't have his lights on, sir.
The light blinded me. I couldn't see a thing.
We want to get there in one piece.
It's only another quarter mile of the highway. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Hot coffee just hits the spot on a cold day. Oh, did we see? Look at that. We finally got some activity.
What was that?
I don't know. It happened so fast.
I didn't see it at all.
It's a
We didn't
little
get to
boy.
see very much of it, did we?
Give me a hand. Let's get him to a hospital.
Whatever it was.
You saw it. What is it? It's disgusting.
I don't know what
Thanks
they're
to him.
seeing. Oh, it's underneath the car. I couldn't see that.
I killed it.
Johnny, I'm getting ill.
We're finally starting to get into some serious flying saucer movies. Oh, it's pretty grody. Oh my goodness, I don't think I have to say it, but it looks pretty darn fake to me. And cause them to have a flat tire.
Go to Larkin's house and call the police.
Yeah. Looks pretty phony, but that's kind of the nice thing about these type of movies. They're fun to watch. It's quite a flying saucer they got there.
One of them actually landed intact. What a story. That must explain the blue lights our jet pilots have been telling us about. I wonder how many regular airline crack-ups it's caused. If that's all it can do, we're
I'm
lucky.
beginning to wonder now if this is a comedy
These
or
things
if
should prove
it's
to be
just
unfriendly.
so horrible that it looks
Got a point
like
there,
it.
sir.
It appears to
Shall we
be a
drive closer so we
comedy.
can get a better look? No. I think we ought to wait right here.
I don't know now. I don't
They're
know.
watching us right now. Sergeant, get me division
Pretty
headquarters.
serious now.
Get some engineers out here and see what's inside these things.
Calling control. Coming.
Do you think it could be from another planet, sir?
Control.
Lieutenant, when you've been in the service as long as I have, you learn you don't have to think. You just follow standard operating procedure.
Yes, sir.
In this case, SOP calls for engineers, not guesses.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir. I have division headquarters on now.
Give me that thing, Sergeant. I want to report this myself. Division headquarters, this is Colonel Ambrose.
Thought I was
I
hearing
want to report that
something
the
out
saucer did land near Pelham Wood.
outside.
Maybe he can't hear you.
Hey, open up in there. Hello? Hello, Mr. Larkin? Anybody home?
Johnny, will you help me right in here?
Okay. Operator, give me police headquarters. It's an emergency.
We still have a phone like that.
Hello, police headquarters?
What's the trouble, young fellow?
I don't have it
Carter.
personally.
Johnny
My
Carter.
brother
I'm at the Larkin
does.
farmhouse near Pelham Woods.
And it's what my mother's parents used
Yes, I know. You saw little green men.
way back when she was a little girl.
Oh, sure. They're from another planet. Well, if you see them again, give them my love and send them home, huh?
Oh, that
Saturday
cop
night.
there is with the
That's
phone.
official.
Is another well-known
I was
actor,
kidding.
character actor, but I don't know his name.
Ready? Here. Take these. Go in the kitchen. Try and find some candles. I'll try the police again. The darn phone's gone, Dad. Bo Lightning must have got it.
Here, take this. There's some more candles in the kitchen.
Back to Frank Gorshin now. Oh, the one that the car that ran over the alien situation. Ugh. Yeah, have a drink. I would definitely be having a drink if I were in that situation.
Something out there was looking at me.
Take it easy, honey. It's all right.
I saw it, Johnny.
Calm down now.
Oh, that's the old guy.
What are you doing in my house?
Our car hit something. We came in to call the police.
The door was open.
Well, they don't give you no right to come in here.
That's true.
What you hit.
It wasn't a person. It was a...
I know. I know it was bound to happen. With you kids running all over my property, I'll bet you killed one of my prize heifers. And if you did...
Yeah, I do know that guy, that old guy,
Mind you
was
that.
in one
Now
of
just
the
call the
Adventures of
police.
Superman.
Phone's dead.
That's what you say. Get over there, the both of you.
And
Get over there.
it should have been about 56, I think. 'Cause I think it was the last season.
Hello. So it is.
See, I told you, we didn't kill one of your cows. It was,
It was a little green man, a monster.
Have you kids been drinking?
No, sir.
That ain't turpentine I smell. It's alcohol.
Alcohol, is that what he said?
Too.
Yeah, I smelled it before.
Now the audio
What's your
seems
name,
to have
son?
fixed itself,
Johnny Carter.
doesn't it?
I worked
Hasn't
down at
it?
Mullen's gas station.
I thought I'd seen you before.
But we didn't hurt any of your animals.
Oh, yeah, I do not know.
Okay.
I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or if it's
Take
just
it easy now.
And you tell your young friends to keep off of my
the
property.
way
And they'll get their backside loaded
the way it
with rock
is
salt. Now get.
originally.
Come on, get out of here. I'll know where to find you when I need you. Now get it.
What'll we do now?
Now we'll have to go back and fix that flat.
Would have to happen tonight of all nights.
Come on, honey.
So I do believe, and I don't know this for sure, but when you wind
There's your
that
light.
phone, that's actually
Why don't you send a couple
ringing
cops
on the
out
other
here
side.
And get them smooching
I
kids
do
off
believe.
of my property. I've got to go out and check my livestock. And tell them to hurry up, City.
Correct me if I am wrong on that.
I've never seen such pestering youngins in my life.
Frank's getting himself all fueled up to do what? To actually grab that thing? Yeah, it looks like he's gonna. Oh, there's more of them, and they're looking for their friend. Well, I kind of had my doubts whether this movie was going to start to get interesting. Now it is a little bit. Boy, I'd be hammered by this time, just in what he's drank right there. Hard liquor.
What's that?
The wind, I
Yeah,
guess.
what was that?
Anybody
Keep hearing. Sounds like something out front there.
When I catch. Oh, I wish 'twas me to sting 'em to this. Messy young'uns.
Hey, anybody home? Will you get me Watkins 10536?
Well, maybe it's dialing the operator. Maybe. I don't know.
Hello.
Oh, no, he's got a pretty modern phone.
Listen, Art, this time I got proof.
What is it, Joe?
Listen, Art, I can't tell you what it is. I swear I'm telling the truth, but... Oh, I can't tell you what it is, see?
Why?
Because I don't know what it is. It's stuck underneath the car. Look, get in the cab and come over here right away. I need your help.
Yeah, well, that's too bad. I'm going back to sleep.
But, Art!
But nothing. Goodbye.
Oh, well, wait, don't hang up. Look, will you do me one favor? Clean everything out of the refrigerator.
The refrigerator?
Yeah. What I'm bringing home is perishable. We gotta keep it on ice. You got it, Art?
Everything out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's it. That's my boy, Art. Oh, you won't regret this, I swear to you. You believe me, don't you?
Yeah, everything.
Well, I'll be right home with it.
Yeah, everything out.
Yeah, everything.
I wonder if this movie is like a cult classic type thing. Sort of like The Killer Shrews and, you know, The Car and so forth and so on. I had never heard about this until I just ran across it on YouTube. And I have definitely not seen it.
You consarn hoodlums.
Refrigerator. Everything.
So when I do find a movie on YouTube I want to react to, I will start it and suddenly move it to about the middle, just so I can see what you know, what the quality of everything is. So it doesn't, you know, I don't watch enough of it to spoil, you know, to tell me what's really going on. So that's usually what I do. I don't remember what part of this I saw. It was obviously like this, dark, and they were out there. I thought I'd give it a shot.
Need a stick to pry him loose.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna get him? Oh, it's gonna get him. Boy, it's so hard to tell what's actually happening. The quality's just... I've got an awful lot of lights running in here, so... because I'm filming and I can't see the screen as well as I wish I could. So I couldn't really tell what was going on there.
I'm as crazy as he is.
Yeah, put all that food back. Well, he won't be bringing anything there. Well, Frank Gorshin, he's, I think he's expired now. Oh, here we go.
Listen.
Come on, let's go see what it is.
We're seeing some saucer men, but we're not seeing them very clear. What are they doing? They're doing body work on the car.
Live one. What's making all the noise?
Well, he's banging away at the fender of our car with some kind of a crazy hammer. I'll bet he thinks the car's responsible for killing his buddy.
Mini jackhammer type thing.
Well, you know how the savages blame a rain god for every storm?
Oh, Johnny, let's get out of here.
Yeah, good advice.
Oh, how much further?
It's only another quarter mile to the highway. Come on.
Those two have been standing there the whole time. Well, there's more now.
You will not be harmed. Answer me. Can you hear me, spaceship? Answer me.
Well, quite honestly, I was ready to give up on this movie in the first
Shall I try to get
12, 15 minutes. But now it's actually gotten interesting. It's still crummy, but it's interesting.
I don't believe anybody's in that thing. I think it's probably remote controlled.
Would you like to walk out there in the open and test your theory?
Well, no, sir. Not particularly.
Then start thinking of a way to explain this thing without throwing the nation into a complete panic.
Yes, sir.
Wish we'd stuck to the road. These shoes just weren't made for hiking.
It's shorter this way. Come on, honey. Hey, a police car.
They must have believed you after all.
Come on, let's go back there. The police will take care of those things.
Pardon me, sir. Maybe if we fired a few rounds, it might scare them out. Anyway, get some reaction.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Corporal. Fire a few rounds.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Lieutenant, I want 4
Just
volunteers
bouncing
with
right off.
acetylene torches. I'm going to get inside that thing and see what makes it tick.
Yes, sir.
Let's have that again. You say you were driving without lights?
Yes, sir. But it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. He was so small we wouldn't have seen him.
Small.
Well, he couldn't have been over 4 feet high.
Yeah, and he was all green except his head.
Green.
Yes, sir. Oh, boy, we're sure glad you came along. We were really scared.
I bet you are. Hey, Joe, get the doc over here. Now, look, kids, before I take you down to headquarters, I want you to do something for me. I want you to blow up this little balloon.
What for?
Never mind, just blow. Hold it up.
Oh, we're wasting time. Aren't you
Yeah,
about
that's...
the little green men? This may be.
I know they used to
blow.
Check sobriety
This
by
is the
making the
silliest thing
person
yet.
blow up a balloon, but what good did it do? What?
The balloon test, huh? Yeah.
I'll have to look that up because I don't know
Did you ever hear such a cock and bull story?
how they
Green
could
men,
tell
spaceships. Wow.
inebriation from blowing up a balloon. I don't know.
My
Well,
days,
there's
we
more
were
to that
attacked with
gadget than
kids these days.
what I can see.
The girl says to me,
Or
you
than
don't call him
that
human.
I'm seeing.
You're like,
There's more to the gadget.
well,
Okay,
what do you
let's put it that
expect?
way.
With all the killings they see in the movies and all. You smell that alcohol? Those kids must have killed at least a quart of liquor.
Hey, Mr. Detective. I'm through now. Can we get going?
The guy who's committed a serious crime, you're awfully anxious to get to the police station.
Crime?
Well, you don't call killing one of those monsters a crime. Something's awfully screwy around here.
Something or somebody. Come on now, let's get going.
Hey, wait a minute. I just want to
In.
explain this. Look, look, wait a minute. Now, I want to
Get
tell
in,
you about
get
this. Wait a minute.
Now, if you just read that before you sign it.
Look, this is silly. We told you what happened. Now, why don't you do something?
That's just what we are doing, miss.
Hey, this is no statement. It's a confession.
You admit driving the car, don't you?
Well, yeah, sure, but...
With the lights off?
Yeah, but I told you it was just...
Well, buddy boy, whether you realize it or not, driving without lights and killing a man is a crime in this state.
Killing a man? Oh, look, you don't call killing that green monster, that thing, a man.
And I haven't even added in the drunk driving. When we get the results of that balloon test, that'll be another strike against you.
Look, officer, my father's city attorney, and I demand that you send for him right away.
I've been waiting for that. Well, it so happens, Miss Hayden, that I know your father, and he's already been sent for.
He'll straighten you out all right.
I'm not saying another word, even if you try to beat it out of me.
Beat it out of you. It never fails. You try to be nice to some young punk, and the first thing you know, you're up on charges of using a third degree.
What's this about a third degree?
Daddy! These people are crazy. Johnny and I have had a horrible time.
I thought you told me you were going out with Bill Thomas, not with this roughneck.
But don't you want to hear about the monster?
I heard that ridiculous story when the sergeant called me. Now, Joan, listen to me. If it's humanly possible, I'll get you out of this mess. As for that boy, he can take his medicine.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
We're ready for the identification, sir.
We'll be right in.
Huh.
If you come with me, we'll make the formal identification.
Wait till you see this thing, Mr. Hayden. Then you'll believe us.
So they have somebody else that's
right,
dead that they're gonna try to... Who else got killed? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Who is that? That is...
Well?
I didn't run over this man.
Oh, Frank
Are you
Gorshin,
still on
of
that
course,
kick?
yeah.
I ran over a monster.
You see, Mr. Hayden, I didn't exaggerate.
But is that him on the
Little
table? I
green
couldn't
man,
tell.
I tell you.
We've heard enough of that.
But I saw it.
Do you know who he is?
Well, according to the driver's license we found on him, his name is Joe Gruen. He lives at 121 Maple Avenue.
That must be Frank Gorshin. I'd forgotten
Nowhere, as
that
far as I could find out. Seems he and a friend of his drifted into
monster
town
killed
about a
him.
month ago.
Monster killed
The
him.
fellow he lives with. We tried to get him on the phone to come over to identify the body, and there was no answer.
I see. Can I talk to them alone for a minute?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Hayden. Use my office.
Come on.
All right, Jim. Take him back.
Come in. Now, get this, both of you. We're lucky in one respect. The man you've killed is a nobody. There'll be only one person interested in the charges brought against you. That's his roommate.
But, Daddy, I swear to you, Johnny didn't.
Will you be quiet? At least
Yeah.
Johnny has sense enough to listen.
Definitely
Now,
Frank Gorshin.
tomorrow I'll go out and talk to this Joe Gruen's roommate. See what I can do for Johnny. I can't do anything until then. Come on, Joan, I'm taking you home.
So the guy's a nobody, so it
Miss
doesn't
Johnny
matter
is.
that he was killed.
How much longer, man?
We've almost got it. Just as soon as we cut through this scene.
Oh, they're trying to... I can hear the funny humming sound of the... whatever it is.
Look at that. Looks like some sort of music. Hey, let's get out of here. Come on, you guys. Go! Looks like there's been some kind of an explosion over in Pelham Woods.
Yeah, the spacecraft
Looks like
was
something blew up.
apparently exploded.
What do you suppose it was?
Joan, those little monsters, or whatever they are smarter than all of us put together.
What do you mean?
Remember when we watched one of them pound away at the fender of my car?
But what's so smart about that?
Well, don't you see? They killed this man, Joe Gruen, and then dented the fender. It's all a frame-up.
Whatever it was, it sure burned out in a hurry. Sergeant, send the prowl car out there right away.
All right, sir.
They were mad at the car.
This movie is just everywhere, all over the place.
Something they'll believe. If we don't, I'm going to jail.
Oh, but Johnny, how? He'll never let us out of here.
The window. It's wide open.
Now, what about those two kids?
I think I've talked a little sense into their heads.
Oh, they're climbing out the window.
They're gone. So you talked some sense into them, did you?
Hey, the car's running. Let's take it.
Oh, now stealing a police car.
Don't put this in the record. I'll take the responsibility.
You still here? Of course I'm still here. Where should I be? I just saw your car drive off, so naturally I assumed that you... Those two kids stole my car off. Mr. Hayden, you said you'd be responsible for this. I hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So do I.
Geez, Johnny, I'm awfully worried about taking this car.
Compared to everything else, what's a little car theft? Come on, let's go.
A little car theft? I don't think so.
See anything, Joan?
Not a thing. Johnny! Don't get so far away from me. I'm frightened.
There's nothing to be afraid of, honey. I can handle him with this.
So, what became of the spacecraft?
What's going on here, Lieutenant?
Everything's under control, officer. One of our jets crashed.
Oh? We have 5 calls. It's our busy night, too. We've been flooded with calls from people who say they've seen flying saucers and little green monsters. Wonder how that rumor ever got started.
You got me, Sarge.
Here we go again. See you later.
Well, didn't they see him one time? I think they did.
Johnny, this is silly. The police were all over here and they didn't find a thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Might as well go back.
I thought the officers originally had seen him. Oh, it looks like a hand that's been severed is crawling around like in the horror movie called The Crawling Hand, starring Alan Hale. And I've actually seen it, but it was not very good.
I'm sorry, Johnny, but I just can't relax.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Would have to happen tonight of all nights.
Especially with driving a stolen police
Johnny,
car.
it's cold in here.
So the hand is in there, right? That I think I didn't realize that before. Apparently it's in the car with him.
What is this, a reflex action?
It seems like the natural thing to do out here.
Johnny. I wonder if any of the gang saw those things.
How do you mean?
Well, there are a lot of them out there, and if any of them did see it, that would convince the police that we were telling the truth.
Sometimes
Here
I think
comes
it
a
doesn't matter how
hand.
many times
It's
kids
back
try to tell them
seat.
something. They still won't believe it.
It's an idea. Let's go to the point and see if any of the gang is still there.
Oh, you can see it
We
now.
got to lose.
Oh, no, what's it gonna do?
What's so funny?
Well, I expected to be frightened on my wedding night, but nothing like this.
Oh, here it comes again. Even as crummy looking as this movie is, I can tell that's pretty grody.
Jump out and I'll slam the door.
Johnny,
easy, honey. Got it trapped in the car. You all right?
Johnny, get me away from here. Please, Johnny.
Joan, this is it, don't you see? At last we've got some evidence.
Yes, but how do we get it to the police station?
You got a point there. We've got to get somebody out here and see this thing.
But who, Johnny?
Well, remember, at the police station, your father was right about one thing. The only person who'd even be interested in listening to us is Joe Gruen's roommate. He's our only chance.
But where is he?
Well, don't you remember? Police said that Joe Gruen lived at 121 Maple Street. We'll go there and find him.
Yeah, he's there with an empty
First,
refrigerator.
let's get my car, Johnny. My legs are killing me.
Oh, all right.
Put those rocks in the place.
I just can't really see very well.
Killed by little
There he
green
is.
men, huh?
In those dark
About
situations,
the
it's hard to
craziest
tell
story that I've ever heard.
what's going on.
Will you phone and check with the police?
They've been trying to get you all night, but nobody's answered.
Yeah, thanks to these. When you live with a big mouth like Joe Gruen, you gotta have a secret weapon.
Don't have to worry about him anymore.
Please call the police. Please.
Okay, but if this is some kind of a...
Whatever you do, don't mention our names.
If they know we're here, we're done for.
Don't worry. Hello, police station? This is Art Burns. I live at 121 Maple Street with my roommate, Joe Gruen.
Did you say Joe Gruen? We've been trying to get a hold of you. Your roommate was killed tonight. Victim of a hit and run.
Killed? Do you know who did it?
A couple of kids, a boy and a girl. They've given us a slip temporarily, but we'll catch him again, don't worry.
You mean you had him and you let him get away?
Yeah. And were they scared? You should have heard him talking about little green...
Yeah, that police officer,
You have what?
he's been in quite a few bonanzas and big valleys and
Thanks a lot.
things.
Yeah. We'll
And a
keep
Perry
you on the
Mason
line,
or
buddy.
two.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, are we telling you the truth?
Well, your story checks out. Joe kept trying to tell me something about it.
Will you go with us now?
I'll say I will. Now, I'm not saying there is a claw, mind you, but if there is one, I'm going to get a picture of it. Wow, that's a hot one.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking how Joe's going to feel when I put him on exhibition as the world's first victim of a spaceman.
Does it work?
It worked all right for the Nazi I took it from.
You, disarmed a Nazi soldier?
Sure. Well, of course, he was dead at the time.
Yeah, taking a gun along is just
Sure,
asking
just
for
give me a couple
trouble
seconds. Move closer.
in this situation. Oh, if only we can see the face. And is it ever ugly? Wow, that looks like a giant mosquito face. I don't know. Or an ant face, I guess is what I meant to say. And it's got the, looks like stiletto blades coming out of, not blades, but, oh my goodness, this is, yeah, this is really low budget. But I'm enjoying it so far. Started out pretty slow. Oh man, that's pretty grody. I guess that's the word of the day, grody.
Hey, I thought you said the police had your car.
They do. This belongs to Joan.
Some heap.
Oh, darn it. The battery's almost dead.
Dead battery.
When was the last time you checked the water?
Every time the man at the gas station asked me.
Not the radiator. He means the battery water.
Well, what's that?
How about a push?
I'm a guest here, remember?
All right, all right. Come on, Joan.
Yeah, like this. No top, no motor, but a brand new shiny spotlight. Somebody afraid of the dark?
I didn't get it for that.
What did you get it for?
Well, a girl always needs an extra mirror.
What a pile of junk.
Oh, please watch your language. Elvis is very sensitive.
Elvis? Yeah, the gang calls her Elvis. She pans and shimmies, but she really goes.
A plane going over. You'll be able to hear it.
Oh, yes, sir. I gave him the story.
It's 5:10 a.m.
We were taking care of everything.
They start taking off to head north.
Colonel, sir, you're talking to the man that made the papers believe that 45-year-old B-girls were teenage maidens. This was duck soup.
We're about through, sir.
Good. And they finished? Have the camouflage boys go on to their work?
Yes, sir.
Let's get moving, man.
Yeah, the gigantic heads on those things. Obviously people are wearing those costumes. Probably kids, because they look like they're pretty small.
Must be here somewhere. Let's look on the other side.
Okay, here come the
It's in there. It's got to be.
stiletto
I'll
knife
turn the spotlight on.
hands.
What was that? Art, did you see it?
I saw something. Whatever it is, it's down here on the floor.
Johnny, kill the headlights. Remember the battery.
Look at that. I never would have believed it.
Seems believing.
Hey, Johnny, bring me my camera. I want to get a picture of this.
Well, I'll be.
It's gone.
But it was right there.
Disintegrated?
I saw it.
They'll believe us when Art backs us up. They can't accuse him of being a hysterical kid. Come on, let's get to town. What was that? Now, don't get excited. You got to be perfectly calm when you call the police.
I'm glad you told me.
Oh, darn it, battery.
Well, turn the lights off. It'll give you more juice.
Yeah, they didn't drive it long enough, especially with the headlights on. The generator is what they would have had back then. Wouldn't have been able to charge it up in time. Oh man, those things are just ugly.
certainly sounds like you're dead.
They're in the bushes. Bullets don't hurt them. You sure you're hitting them?
Johnny, use the spotlight. Turn the spotlights on.
Yeah, they shouldn't have any spotlights with a dead battery. Maybe a little bit. Oh my goodness, ugliness. That is grody.
Here, take this. Give me that spotlight.
What do we do now? The spotlight's getting dimmer.
Battery's going dead.
Cut out the headlights. They don't help any.
Yeah, you're right.
Here they come again.
Here they come.
Well, looks like we've had it. Spotlight's getting dimmer.
He does have a gun, I think. Doesn't he? Wow.
Come on, we better make a run for it.
Those are some ugly things. Oh.
Camera, the flash bulb. It's now or never.
They don't like having their picture taken.
Did you find any signs of life, sir? Anything?
Nothing. Whatever flew that thing down here went up in smoke. Nothing left but ashes.
Job well done, sir.
Makes you proud, doesn't it, Lieutenant?
What does, Colonel?
Being part of a show like this. Protecting our country from alien invaders. Just think of it. Only this special unit and the President of the United States will know what happened here tonight.
You mean you think we know what's happened?
Well, of course we do.
Colonel, this top-secret security business is like scratching. Once you get started, it's hard to stop.
What are you getting at, Lieutenant?
Spit it out. Well, did it ever occur to you, Colonel, that there might be other units just like ours covering up other things?
Is this movie about to end? It kind of seems like it. Maybe not.
Johnny. I've got to rest.
I think we're safe here for a minute.
Do you think they killed Art?
I don't know. I saw them
Oh,
turn
I'm
away.
sure getting sleepy.
Johnny, we've got to get out. We've got to. We can't just leave him to those creatures. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Johnny? What if we turned ourselves into the police?
Oh, you're kidding, aren't you?
No, don't you see? If we just get the police out here, we'll get them to help Art out in some way.
Yeah, that's an idea. Come on, let's go use Larkin's phone.
Well, that does it.
And not a trace.
It's a good night's work. Now we can go home and get some sleep.
Yeah. I read about a jet crash in tomorrow morning's papers.
What did you say?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
But I tell you, we're ready to give ourselves up. If you'll just come out to the Larkin farm.
Now, you're not wanted anymore. Why don't you go home and sleep it off?
What about Joe Gruen?
Well, according to the autopsy we did, the cause of death was heart failure due to alcoholism. In fact, the alcohol content of his blood was the highest our coroner had ever seen.
What about the fender of my car? You said that proved I hit him.
Well, you hit him all right, but only after he was dead.
After?
Yeah, the way we figured, he was drunk.
And he ran the car off the road and down the hill. We found a liquor bottle near it.
You found his car?
Yeah, that's what tipped us off.
He must have managed to get out of his car and climb back up to the road. But the exertion and the alcohol were just too much for his ticker, and he conked out.
Then you kids must have come along and run over his body.
But won't you come out here?
What for? You're in the clear.
What about taking your car? You still ought to want us for car theft.
One of our prowl cars recovered my car when they went out to check on an airplane crash.
But we stole it just the same.
Now, don't worry, young lady. Your father took care of that. Now, look, why don't both of you go home and sleep it off?
Don't bother me again.
Mr. Hayden. Mr. Hayden.
How's Daddy?
A very strange ending to this movie.
What about Lover's Point?
Oh, no, not at a time like this.
Don't be silly, Johnny. I mean the gang. They may still be there. They'll help us. They'll believe us.
What makes you think so?
Well, I know so. They aren't like our parents or the police. They won't think we're drunk or crazy or anything just because we're young.
You know, I think you're right. Come on, let's go.
Doggone kids. Look what they've done to Walt again. I'll fix them.
You go this way, I'll go that.
We were attacked by weird creatures. What?
Tom, Liz, you gotta help us.
And they captured him.
The police wouldn't believe us.
Will you help us?
I'll show you the way, come on. They were heading toward that clearing where there used to be an ice pond, remember? Yeah. Okay, gang. Now everybody turn off your lights. Now once we get up there, we'll surround the clearing. Once we're in position, I'll give the signal like this. That'll be the signal for everybody to turn on your lights. Now, has everybody got it? Yeah. Okay, gang, let's go.
Hey, Johnny, wait for me! I was lonely back there.
Let's go, Whitey.
Come on, gang.
Very strange. Oh, there they are. Oh, wow. So the lights made him kind of
What's happened? Where am I?
explode.
All right. Little green men had you, but
We burned them up.
Wow, what a buzz I got on. Is this some kind of a gag?
But how, Johnny?
Just like his roommate. Do you get it, Joan? Acute alcoholism. These monsters kill their victims by sticking them with alcohol. Pure alcohol.
Well, why isn't he dead then, like Joe Grew?
Let me finish. You don't happen to die unless you're already loaded. And if you are, that's it.
Too much, I just had too much.
What's going on here? How did I get here? What is this, some kind of a joke? You gotta remember.
It's no use, Johnny. He won't remember a thing of what's happened.
Yeah, just like anybody else that's been on a binge.
Now, you kids, listen to me. You've got my bull drunk, and I'm going to take the law into my own hands. If you're not off of my land in 60 seconds, I'm going to start shooting.
You know, I bet that no one will ever believe us.
Of course not. After all, we're just crazy kids.
Come on, get at it.
I'm not sure I believe it, and I
They come back
watched
again.
the whole movie.
What if there are more around right now?
guess the best thing we can hope that the next guy who runs into one is a 100% certified adult.
Michigan.
Oh, well. Being young has its compensations. Hey, Paul. Paul. How would you like to be my best man?
Johnny, I can't get married like this.
I'll swap dresses with you.
And then you can be my maid of honor.
Hey, you two slipped your track. No, we just got back on it. Get in, man, and let's drive. So that's my story.
Poor Daddy.
Johnny and Joan helped me remember a little of it. But I wrote it, you understand. A true story? Well, that's the nice thing about all this book writing business.
Okay, that was by far the crummiest movie I've seen thus far since doing these movie reactions. As I said, I almost gave up on it in the first 12-15 minutes because it wasn't going anywhere. But then it finally started to do something. And we finally saw Flying Saucer, and we started seeing aliens. And I can't tell you how bad the quality was because of all the lights going in here. I really need to fix that somehow. It doesn't affect you guys, but I can't really see it when it's so dark, and it just wasn't a really good quality film. So yeah, that was pretty darn crummy, but it had some moments. I mean, we had aliens, pretty grody looking aliens from what I could see. But the storyline was really stupid. Admittedly, it was really very, very stupid. But all in all, I reacted to it, and it wasn't too bad, but I probably will never watch this again. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this reaction to Invasion of the Saucermen, 1957. And it was just, it was so crummy, it was kind of good. So I'm glad I reacted to it. So that's going to be it until the next movie reaction coming up. And hopefully they will work out good audio-wise, like this one did. So that's it for now. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.